everyone, it's Kim here at Hancock Homestead and Gardens, and today I have my daughter Karen with me, and we are going to be making some patriotic wreaths because here in the States we are celebrating the 4th of July on Monday. So we're hoping that we're going to have these wreaths done by Monday. This is not a DIY. No, just kidding. We're going to tell you a little bit about how we're doing it. But you know, you might have to just kind of experiment with what works best for you. Oh, well, first of all, let's tell them what materials we're using. We are using burlap, a roll of burlap in the tan color. We're using a roll of burlap in the red, and then we have a roll of the blue burlap with stars, which will be our finishing touch. And it's kind of going to be like the United States flag with the blue and the red, white, and blue. Okay, Karen, go ahead and kind of explain what you're doing.
Okay, so we only have a 2-ring wreath, and the way that I've usually made my wreath is that I weave it in and out, but I wanted to try something different, and with this type of wire, we decided to try tying the bows. So I've just been going through and making a bow, and then going under and making another bow, and so as I keep going, I just keep building on my bows. I'm not cutting anything, and I just wanted to see how it would look with a continuous flow of burlap and bows.
Yeah, as you can see, her burlap is not cut, and she just keeps going. Okay, friends, well, I'm not as talented as my daughter is over here weaving this thing, so I had to come up with a different method. So I experimented with just tying bows onto mine and alternating the color. So what I've been doing is I've been using a yardstick, and I've just been measuring off 36 inches of burlap. I'm measuring off 36 inches of burlap and giving it a cut. It doesn't have to be exact. That's just kind of my basis. Okay, and then with that burlap I fold it in half like so, kind of crease it just a little bit so it stays put, and then I am just tying mine on as a bow and then giving it just a dab of hot glue to hold the bow in place. Okay, so Karen and I, we're going to continue working on our 4th of July wreaths. Here in the States, on the 4th of July, we celebrate Independence Day. Okay, guys, so we're back now. We had to take just a short break to help Jeffrey get settled down for a nap, but we're back, and we're going to keep working on our wreaths. And so we are making patriotic wreaths to help celebrate our Independence Day, which is on July 4th, which is Monday. And we thought we might share with you some of the different ways that Americans celebrate the 4th of July. What will you be doing, Karen, on Monday?
Well, the first thing that we do is go to the 4th of July parade that Monroe City hosts. It's a really big deal in our town. A lot of people celebrate that way. So many people participate in it. They start out with the firefighters with their big sirens going off, and that just gets the parade going, and everybody knows
fire
it's
trucks.
starting. Yeah. And then it's usually followed by Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
That's right. They have an honor guard that carries the flags, don't they?
They do. And 4-H. I remember we walked in it with 4-H.
Yes.
We walked in it with dance team and
the high school different teams, sports participate, and their different organizations.
Yeah, and then just everybody in town can
Yeah.
join in, make a float,
Yeah,
through
they'll
the
have
parade.
old-fashioned cars.
Yeah,
and,
throw out candy.
Yeah.
Last year somebody gave us a popsicle. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
And everything's decorated red, white, and blue to
Yep.
celebrate our colors. So yeah, that's usually in the morning, right?
Right.
First thing in the morning.
That is first
And then
thing.
right after that, we usually have a lunch. Don't they usually have like hot dog vendors
they
and
have a
stuff
place
there in the park?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get hot dogs, walking tacos,
Yeah.
cheeseburgers.
And then I know a lot of times your in-laws, Matt's family, will have a 4th of July celebration out at their
Yeah.
house in the evenings where they have a
Definitely.
barbecue.
So, yeah, in the evening we'll be out there. Actually, not this year, but we
But,
usually
right.
do
Usually
have a
do,
barbecue.
yeah.
And everybody brings in a side dish, and we have a bunch of food, and we have dessert, and we have
Yeah, the
lots
desserts
of
are always
laughing.
good.
Yeah.
And
We
the
have
watermelon,
homemade-
they always manage to
Yes.
find the best watermelon.
And we always have homemade ice cream. And then we always end the evening, of course, with some fireworks.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
always
And a
enjoy
volleyball
those.
game.
Volleyball
The
game.
Kendricks are big
Forgot
into
about that.
volleyball. And they're really great people about inviting us,
Yes, they
the
are.
Hancock part of it, so we can share in Jeffrey's excitement and visit with Cody and Gretchen and the cousins. But this year, you guys are going to a different family.
Different set of in-laws
Yeah,
for
they kind of switch around a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
set of friends.
So, but you know, we like to celebrate the 4th, but we have to remember on Independence Day to remember our servicemen.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
our well, not just men, but the women and men of the military that have fought in the past and the present and possibly even the future
Yeah.
to keep our freedoms and our rights.
Yeah.
I know freedom of speech is a big one for the United States, you know. Freedom of religion, yeah. You know, to be able to celebrate God in the way that we choose is is probably my most favorite. I'm sure you probably enjoy the fact that you and Matt can raise Jeffrey in the way that you see fit. Yeah. So,
Very true.
so we want to thank all of our servicemen and women out there for helping us to keep our rights. And while we're at it, we want to give a shout out to Paul, my son,
My brother.
Karen's brother. He's over in Afghanistan right now with the war on terrorism, I think is what they call it. And he was in the Navy for 4 years. And then after he left the Navy, he joined a private organization that still works with the military. And so he's over there helping with that. So, hello, Paul. We miss you. We love you. And we also want to remember the families who have military family members, like Edna. She's down in Texas right now, kind of by herself. I mean, she does have family, but I'm sure she'd like to have Paul home for the 4th, you know, and of course we would too.
Yes. You get to know
so,
everybody's safe and at home,
But that's, you know, those are the sacrifices that some of the men and women are making so that we can have our freedoms. And we just really, really appreciate that. And we hope you all know that. So, think of anything else that we do. The fireworks is always a big deal, yeah.
It's always fun to make food.
Food.
4th of July ways.
Yeah. I know
So
a big
many of
event that happens around here is we have the Mark Twain Rodeo.
That is
Doesn't that
going
go
on right
on?
now.
The Mark Twain Rodeo.
That's a big one.
We used to go down and watch that. We grew up watching the rodeo, so it's a weekend thing, so you don't necessarily have to go on the 4th.
Yep, it's
It's,
over the weekend and it's a
yeah.
big celebration. And
So let's see your wreath.
okay.
Looks like you got yours finished,
So
or
here's
almost.
the almost final product. So I'm not sure how I'll lay it out yet.
That
Still
is
gotta
beautiful,
figure that
Karen.
out. So there that is.
That's really pretty.
And then I did my final bow here. Just took a couple of pieces and glued a smaller strip around the middle part of that. And I'm going to cut out the triangle as soon as I get some scissors. And then I'll glue it on here somewhere. Use ribbon wire and
Yeah, we have a ribbon wire.
and some glue, and then hopefully it'll stick. And I just haven't decided where I want it yet. So
You know, it might be pretty up in there. Yeah.
that's
To
gonna-
add, to kind of offset those two.
so
Yeah, that looks really pretty.
this may be what it looks like.
Oh, I almost hate to show mine.
I think it looks pretty.
So
Good
here's
start.
mine so far. I have the red and tan, alternating bows that are supposed to signify the red and white stripes. And then over here on this side, I'm going to use up the rest of this blue, and hopefully it'll kind of look like a flag. We've run out a little bit of red burlap, so I don't know. I might have to wait until I get some more red burlap to be able to finish mine completely. But you know, the best part of doing this is not really what our wreaths turn out to look like. I mean, yours is beautiful, but it's being able to spend time with Karen, doing something that we both enjoy. So. Okay, so Karen made the bows, just so y'all know. Show them the bow.
This one here, and then this one right there.
I do not know how to make bows. Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. There's a bow, and there's a bow. Didn't she do a beautiful job on the bows?
Okay, couple little triangles at the bottom, and there's your finishing touch.
Oh, beautiful. Good job, Karen. That looks like a beautiful wreath, and there's yours. Oh, these turned out so cool. I love them.
Let me move those scissors out of your way.
Did you see what your mommy did today? Did you help? Can you hold up Grandma's wreath?
Hey Jeffrey, can you hold this? It's picking off the glue. A lot of hot glue on the table.
Look, Jeffrey, peek through the hole at me, Ma. Can you peek through the hole at me? There he is. There's my baby. There's my grandson. Copper top. Adding a little bit of red to the wreath, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it pretty?
Okay.
You think it's pretty?
All right. Good job. Thank you.
You say bye? Or was it
Can you say bye-bye? Say bye.
Say bye.
There you go. All right. Are you driving on the 4th of July? Hey, can you look up here? Say bye. Okay, so Jeffrey wants to give a 4th of July warning, and that is to not text and drive.